YouTube. Excuse me. What is up? It's your boy, I'm M. Giovanni. And this is another episode of My Thoughts, My Opinions, powered by Smoking Politic with Me. Honorably refreshing for the world. The world, Craig. The world. We are blessed yet again with another 24 hours, so please use yours wisely and accordingly. Shouldn't be anybody hating on anybody out there when we all have the same 24 hours. You know what I mean? If you're free and you're able to still pursue your dreams, you shouldn't be hating on nobody. You know what I mean? You woke up today, you shouldn't be hating on nobody. We have the same 24, man. So use yours wisely and accordingly. I'm giving you 7 days and 7 nights of content, man. Tune in tonight for Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Politic with Me. Honorably refreshing for the world, Craig. The world, Craig. I'll be interviewing my young boy, Digital Thugs, man, and a good friend of mine, Digital Thugs, part 2 of that interview. Check it out, man. Just be there, be live, 9 p.m. Eastern. And you can catch this segment of My Thoughts, My Opinions every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And you can catch segment of Nightcap every Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you 7 days and 7 nights of content, people. Pay attention. Finishing off the year strong so I could go into the top of the year and then go into the year already, cruising, rolling, however you want to say it, man. Just going, man. Just going, man. Just doing what I'm supposed to do. Now, I'm not going to keep too much of your time. But, yeah. First and foremost, I want to talk about, somebody asked me, they're like, man, I know in a lot of cases, they said this to me. I know in a lot of cases, it takes people 10 years or a little bit more to make it. But you've been doing this, chasing this 10 years. They asked me, why do you feel that you're not where you should be at? And I immediately, I don't think I even let him finish. I immediately be like, me. I got in the way of me. Me. I'm even claiming the stuff that I didn't do, that other people, jeopardized opportunities for me. But it was still me, because I choose to still attach myself to certain people. You know what I mean? I choose to, that whole stigma of day ones. I chose to let that shit consume me and be like a ball and chain around my legs. You know what I'm saying? Not just one leg, both legs. I was shackled to them shits. You know what I'm saying? I could just only say, man, just, it was me. And to this day, I continue to stay in my way. But, now, I just recently, I'm not going to say too much, but I recently took a big loss, man. And, it really fucked me up, man. It fucked me up. It fucked my lady up. And it just, I have to, so I don't, crash out or go a different way I shouldn't go. I just was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to 7 days, 7 nights. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was able to go 7 days, 7 nights when I was in a toxic environment and I was striving to get monetized on YouTube, and I became monetized on YouTube because of majority, I sat there and did 7 days, 7 nights. Even when I caught COVID, I was doing 7 days, 7 nights of content. Nightcap with Friends. I was doing regular vlogs. I was doing hood vlogs. I was doing eating politics with me, man. I was out there even doing other content, sitting there recording stuff for people. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't appreciative of my work, but hey, to each his own. They'll feel that shit later. Yeah, man. So with that being said, the point I'm trying to make, if I sat, now I'm in a good space. I got a good woman next to me, man. I got my kids around me, some of my kids around me. You know what I'm saying? I'm loved, I'm respected, I'm cared for. Like that right there is all I've been praying for, so I could be able to do what I need to do to bring this shit home. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, there's no excuse. I should just go hard. Like I'm saying, if I was able to go 7 days, 7 nights and do all that, why catching COVID and still doing that? You know what I'm saying? I could do that when I'm in a fucking tranquil environment, when I'm actually loved and respected for real. You know what I mean? All across the board and under my roof. That's a blessing. So I gotta take advantage of that for good, so I could bring that shit home for my kids, my woman, and the rest of my kids that's out there in the country. My mama, you know, like, I gotta stay out of my own way, man. And that's why, you know, it's been 10 years of me chasing this. 2 years for the YouTube, but just 10 years chasing success, man. I had so many, you know what I mean? I know so many people, and this goes to another thing too. Don't let the lack of somebody's subscribers and lack of followers and clout fool you, man. Because I have the right heavy hitters subscribe to me. I have the right heavy hitters that are following me on Instagram. I have the right heavy hitters that are networking with me, that are building with me, that I have personal relationships with. You know what I'm saying? And so many countless other people that don't even have social media, but they're people that you would want to be in the room with. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in that 1%. You know what I'm saying? So you can't ever sleep on somebody, because the people with the most sorry about that. This tripod is going crazy. The people with the most the people with all them followers and all that clout and stuff, the majority of the time, man, niggas is selling their page, bro. Niggas is really hurt outside, bro. Like, no commas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My older brother on my dad's side, right, out there in New York, he got like 200 Instagram followers, bro. 200. You know what I'm saying? He barely be on that joint. But this man will buy you. You know what I'm saying? Real rap. This man has property in upstate New York. This man has his own construction business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sleep on that. Versus, I know somebody with 20,000 subscribers or 20,000 followers on Instagram, and they're asking for rides, bro. They're asking the whole bread, asking you to cuff them bud to the first. You know what I mean? So you youngins out there, just people in general, don't sleep. That's what's wrong with America. You know what I mean? I feel like America is so consumed with, oh my God, they got all these followers, they got all this clout, and not caring and disregarding, they got smut all over their jacket. All nasty, wild, nasty, crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And then some people run with, oh, well, he hasn't been, like for Adam Chomo, for instance, oh, he hasn't been convicted or not. Yeah, because he's been getting lucky. Go do your homework on him. I should have did that. When I sat there and just sat there and really did homework, because I used to stick up for him. I was blind too. That shit hurt me. That shit fucked me up. Like when I seen Yella freeze on Breeze, Breezy freezed him. That fucking broke my heart. Tore me the fuck up. Anyways, that shit hurt my feelings when I seen fucking Adam really a fucking weirdo. Before, yeah, I mean, all his tweets before that, and then the accusations that's been around. He was smashing the same chicks that Lil Pump was smashing on that No Jumper tour. They were underage. He's just been getting lucky. And he works with the devil. So he's getting lucky. They're not tired of him yet. They're actually happy that he's doing what he's doing. Look what he's doing. Look how many people already died in the last freaking months this year that have been on that platform because he allows them to go on there and crash out. You see what I mean? You see the disconnect? He's doing their job. He's doing what they want to do. He's not for the culture anymore. Come on. That shit hurt me because I was a real supporter of him. I was there every step of the way when he was in his skater days and all that. I'm like, oh, this man from New England. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New England, Rhode Island first. You know what I'm saying? He's out there in New Hampshire. Like I was, you know what I mean? That shit fucked me up. He's a fucking weirdo. You couldn't pay me enough to go on there. Real red. That's just me though. To each his own. And somebody will say, hey, didn't you just say you got to stay out of your own way? Man, fuck that. He's not the only platform out there. There's plenty of sturdy platforms out there. People just go there because they just be desperate, I feel like. Not everybody. Some people go there to prove a point and put him in his place. Some politely do it, you know what I mean, and some do it recklessly. I'm not gonna set myself up for failure and have his security do something to me. Then I'm gonna crash out, and the people that are with me are gonna crash out. Then what the hell? Everything I ever done, what happened to my kids? What happened to me? It'd just be the end of my story. Stupid. Crash out. Then I should have crashed out years ago. Then why make it to this point? It just don't add up. I don't put myself in situations that I know that is no good for me. And it ain't no scary shit. It's just being smart. You know what I mean? Because I know how I'm going to respond. So I just avoid shit. You know what I mean? Now shit comes your way, yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you can avoid it, come on, bro. But I'm gonna say something before I let you guys go, right? I was heavy in the back blocks out there in Philly, man. You know, and I don't really gotta say too much, man. The streets are calling for you. Shout out to my man Breezy Baguettes. If you're a real nigga in the streets, if you a real nigga, let the streets call it. You told in your hood, nigga, you a target. There was so many different situations that happened that I was on block. And mind you, I've been in Philly since 2004 on, back and forth. So I've been on so many blocks, man. You know what I mean? Trapping and stuff. You know what I mean? And every time a situation happened, you know, where people from opposing, you know, whatever, will come through and make threats like, hey, y'all need to get on when we come back. You know what I'm saying? I got lucky. That happened to me like probably 12, 13 times. My whole experience being there from 04, and I stopped being in the streets for real, 2016. You know what I mean? So from 2004 to 2016, this happened to me only like 12 or 13 times. And all 12, 13 times, I was lucky. Because you hear stories and you know, people don't go talk. They don't even give you warnings. They just come and do that. You know what I mean? All those times that this happened to me, people pressing the line, right? And this is why I know so many people. This is why I made that song. So many people lost their lives on that black block. Like, for real. Like, so many people just to prove a fucking point. And this is a point. This is a climax, people. I know I'm losing people. Some people stay with me. I'm sorry. I'm learning over here. So many people have a point to prove. You know how many people that I know that lost their lives because they sat right there when motherfuckers said, you better not be right here when we come back. Every time that happened, yeah, I had something on me to return fire, of course. But this goes back to what I said. There's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. I never effed with. It's okay to sometimes to cross the street. It's okay to know that you're outmanned and outgunned. You know what I mean? It's okay. That don't make you soft. That makes you smart. That means you're playing chess, not checkers. So every time I was blessed with a warning, I left. I'm not dying for this block or this freaking fool that owns this block. No. Make it make sense. I'm already risking my life over here, standing right here for peanuts. I'm not going overboard and tricking myself out the streets like that. I immediately get the fuck on. You know what I mean? You know how many people sat there and like, oh, I ain't pussy, boy, da da da. And they die right there, bro. Die right there. And 9 times out of 10, not all the times, the person that owns that block didn't even do nothing for the family. No GoFundMe, no funerals. Like, not in all cases. Some cases I was around for that. Sturdy individuals that did that what we were supposed to do. But all other ones, hell no. It was business as usual. Or a little war that happened not because the person lost, depending who it is, you know, depends. But if it's nobody they don't care about, it's just business as usual. And if they're going to war, it's because you had the audacity to come over here and violate and fuck up money flow. That's only because of the war. People got to pay attention. Moral of this story is, it's okay to cross the street. It's okay to not flirt with that line of bravery and stupidity. You know what I mean? It's okay. This has been another episode of My Thoughts, My Opinions, powered by Smoke and Politic with me. Honorably refreshing for the world. I'm giving you 7 days and 7 nights of content. Love yourself, people, so that way you can love others accordingly, and that way you don't let nobody play with you, because life is short and we don't get to respond when this is over. And separate yourself from those that don't deserve your energy. If you need to, love people from afar, man. It's okay to do that as well. Subscribe and hit that bell. Peace.
It all, if you really think about it, man, it always really been divided, especially when it come to us. I'm just gonna speak the truth. You know what I mean? So, and then we don't help.
That's all I want you to do on here is speak your truth.
Exactly, bro. Smoking and politicking with Giovanni, boy. Yeah.